All right. Let's leave it there. The guys have strong takes on Dwight and thoughts, as you just heard, and they agree. They actually agree on something. They both would rather have DeMarcus Cousins over Dwight Howard at this point. But we want to hear from you. Which NBA big man would you rather have on your squad, Howard or DeMarcus Cousins? Vote in our Twitter poll at First Take. We'll reveal those
100%.
results at the end of the show. I don't think it will be, Stephen A., but we shall see. We'll reveal that later and revisit it. Yeah.
We should have an idiot poll.
Stop it.
Who's the idiot that picked Dwight Howard over DeMarcus Cousins? That's what we should have, an idiot poll, because it should be 100%. Anybody who knows basketball, that's been watching basketball for the last year, unless you want to sit there and say, I don't trust DeMarcus Cousins temperamentally, which I think is bogus, unless that's the reason, there is no excuse for anybody who knows anything about basketball to pick Dwight Howard over DeMarcus Cousins at this juncture. DeMarcus Cousins is the best big man in basketball. There's nothing to talk about. Anybody who says otherwise, they should get their basketball card snatched, and they should be banned from having an opinion about basketball.
Can't wait for these results.
Did you get a hold of my Diet Mountain Dew this morning? What is into you? I've never heard you like this.
Hype, he's focused, big day, ready to go.
Look, hey, Skip, Skip, you know what? Hey, listen. It's basketball, baby.
Oh,
I mean, what do you want me to say?
The
love. What do you want me to say?
I want you to say a little less. That's all.
Well,
so Molly can talk.
I can't. Bring up the Cowboys. I promise you I'll have nothing to say. I'll have nothing to say.
All right.
I mean, this is unbelievable. You need to show him more respect. And you can say that nonsensical stuff, and then to top that off, you're moody. I'm not joking, bro.
Asked our Twitter followers which player they would rather have, DeMarcus Cousins or Dwight Howard. And drumroll, the results are in. Stephen A. thought it'd be 100% Cousins. It is not. It's 89% Cousins, 11%.
What?
Still going with Howard.
11%?
11%.
Wow.
Stephen A. Smith, did our Twitter followers get it right?
Of course they didn't. Makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. How can you know basketball and 11% of you would pick Dwight Howard over DeMarcus Cousins at this juncture? If this were the Dwight Howard in Orlando, to a lesser degree the Dwight Howard in Los Angeles, I understand that. And this is not to knock Dwight Howard. It's to elevate DeMarcus Cousins. Do you have any idea how big time this brother really is? That he's 6'11", about 270 to 280, can play with his back to the basket, can face the basket, can put the ball on the floor, can shoot perimeter shots, can hit free throws. Do you know who he is? Do you know that DeMarcus Cousins averages 25 and 10? Do you know that this brother can walk around in his sleep averaging 24 and 12? Do you have any idea how big time this brother is as a big man in the game of basketball? I don't understand how anybody watching the game of basketball over the last couple of years can reach the conclusion that DeMarcus Cousins would take a backseat to Dwight Howard. That 11%, whoever they are, should be banned from participating in any polls because they're clearly ignorant from Houston or Orlando or parts of Atlanta, which is where Dwight Howard comes from, or they're relatives of the Howard family, because nothing else makes sense to that argument. Not if you know basketball. DeMarcus Cousins is a superior player to Dwight Howard as of right now. Not saying it can't change, not saying it would have been that way years ago, but right now, he is clearly a superior big man to Dwight Howard. Anybody who says differently, as far as I'm concerned, doesn't know basketball.
Wonder how many times Dwight voted. Wonder how many times his crew voted or his family voted. I'm just curious. Could they mount an 11% response? I don't know. It's possible. It's also possible.
That depends. If we asked 20 people, they could.
Yeah, that's true. It's also possible 11% voted just to spite you after your salvo early in the show, in which you called them idiots if they even considered voting, right, for Dwight Howard.
Well, they know where to catch me. Sirius XM, Mad Dog Sports Radio,
yeah.
Channel 82, 1 to 3 p.m. every day,
right.
every weekday, Eastern Time. I'm not hard to find. Not today, though. Not today. I'll be busy, but any other day.
They can just hit you up on Twitter because we know you read all of your responses on Twitter, right?
I actually don't. I started following your lead.
Oh,
I've cut
really?
back on that
Good for
considerably.
you. Wow.
Oh, yeah, I don't have that. Listen, I'm a busy man. I'm busy doing things.
You're rehabilitating yourself. That's good. I like it.
Well, that too.
Yeah. So the bottom line to this is, isn't it amazing how if we had taken the same poll, let's just say a year ago, wouldn't the tables have turned completely? Wouldn't Dwight have won this poll by 89% a year ago? Maybe.
No.
Given all DeMarcus's issues and his. You know, his inability to control his emotions.
I was
and
just
his
talking
temper.
about the game.
No, I know.
I was just talking about the game.
But again,
right.
Given all that he was going through at that point, and Dwight was still a year ago today, I think most people thought he was still Dwight. I'm with you. Be it injury, attrition, whatever it is, just sort of losing spirit in Houston. I don't know why, but slowly but surely, we've lost Dwight. You know, he's just not the same guy anymore, which is why I concluded to start the show. I'm just not sure how much market value he really has anymore, even though he's only 30 years of age. And as I pointed out, Qerim played at a pretty high level into his early 40s. So Dwight still could have a lot of good basketball left in him.
I think he does still have a lot of good basketball and potentially great basketball, but I think Dwight Howard has to be committed to winning. I think he has to get an attitude about coming up short. I think he has to elevate to a level where it hurts him not to be called a champion. He really needs to get nasty about it, and he just seems too comfortable with it right now.
All right.
Agreed.
So we're waiting for the return of the real Dwight Howard. Has the return of Money Manziel happened? Johnny signs a $100 bill, but how much is the autograph money really worth? We'll tell you that after the break.
What you say? What you say? First Take is brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and Snickers. Snickers satisfies.
There you see it. A Manziel signed $100 bill already has an offer of $1,000. Skip?
Wow.
What do you make of this?
You know, Stephen A., this tells me that as much as Johnny has struggled, that he still remains as captivating a player to watch and to follow as anybody in the National Football League.
Well, he's captivating, particularly to anybody watching the Browns, because they have nothing else captivating. That's number one. Number two, you see the odds being stacked against him, and he's miniature, so you find yourself rooting for him because he's also exciting, but he still has to be productive. Everybody knows that, and they think there's still a chance he will be.
Yeah, there's still a lot of Johnny football left in Johnny Manziel.
And there's a lot of Johnny football fans, clearly.
Yep.
Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for being with us.
All right.
Woo. This is a witch hunt. I'm sick to death, dead wrong. The odds are in your favor. No, you don't. High and dry. It's unbelievable. Tell me you can't close that deal. I won the fight.